This episode is sponsored by Naptown All Pro, an Indianapolis wrestling company. For more information on Naptown All Pro, visit naptownallpro.com or add them on Instagram at Naptown All Pro. Hey, y'all, and welcome back to the Storyline Podcast. I'm your host, Felicia. How are y'all? How was y'all weekend? It was WrestleMania weekend, 2 days, 3 days, let's say 4 days, because we had SmackDown on Friday, WrestleMania Night 1 on Saturday, WrestleMania Night 2 on Sunday, and then Raw on Monday. That's a lot of fucking wrestling. A lot, like 17 hours, if not more than that. But today we are going to talk about WrestleMania Night 1, Night 2. We'll talk about a little bit of SmackDown. There's a couple of things that I want to talk about. And then we'll talk about a little bit of Raw. But WrestleMania, let's talk WrestleMania. I don't know what y'all did this weekend or how y'all celebrated WrestleMania weekend. But, I had a little bit of food, a little bit of drinks, and I had a good time. I enjoyed WrestleMania. I enjoyed Night 1 and Night 2. So let's get started. Let's talk about WrestleMania Night 1. I am going to rate WrestleMania Night 1 a 7.5. I'm rating it a 7.5 because there was so many ads, commercials, and everything was really fast. Outside of that, I enjoyed the matches. The first match was a 6-man tag team match with LA Knight for Usos. And what I will say about the 6-man tag team match with the Usos, LA Knight, Austin Theory, what in the hell is his name? Logan Paul, and I Show Speed is I will rate that match maybe a 4. And let me tell you why I rate that match a 4, because it was the starter match, which I don't know how to put it. I don't want to call it a joke because it wasn't a joke. It was a 4. In my eyes, LA Knight did not need to be a part of that match. LA Knight is a force of his own, and I really hope that one day they get it through their heads and creative that LA Knight is a champion and LA Knight can be a champion. He does not need to be a third wheel in a tag team match. That match could have just been the Usos versus the Vision or whatever you want to call those two people. Shout out to I Show Speed because he did a fabulous job. He did a wonderful job. I Show Speed is very athletic, and I think that the WWE one day will be a great opportunity for him. But that match was a 4. Don't get mad at me, y'all. I know y'all be mad, and I love the Usos. I love the Usos. I love LA Knight, but that just does not do for me. It does not match. Yeah. Then we have the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Fatal 4-Way. The surprise should have been that Nikki Bella was hurt and we got Paige back. The winners of that match were Paige and Brie Bella. And I don't know, that wasn't a match that I really had a big, like, this person is going to win, that person is going to win. I didn't really have a prediction like that. My prediction was Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. Again, another fucking Bayley to me is a powerhouse. She is a big part of the WWE, and we keep shitting on her. We keep shitting on Bayley, and that's really all that I have to say about that. We keep shitting on Bayley. Bayley is not getting the opportunities that she should be getting. Teaming her with Lyra Valkyria still is not making any sense to me, but that is what it is. I was really, really surprised that Nia and Lash lost the titles to Brie Bella and Paige, but we all know the reason for that. I guess it is what it is. And fucking Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, whoever is making their fucking outfits, 10 out of 10. Those bitches look fucking amazing. They look amazing together. They look amazing separate. Alexa Bliss was fucking flawless. Shout out to her and her tribute to Bray Wyatt. She looked amazing. Charlotte, those butterfly wings, colorful. They looked fucking amazing, man. And they always do when it comes to PLEs. But Saturday, they looked flawless. So then we're going to go to the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee. Looks like we got the man back. Becky Lynch did take that. AJ Lee lost. Can't say that I'm surprised. Love AJ Lee. I love Becky Lynch when she's the man and she's not screaming obnoxiously. But it was a cool match. That's actually the only match that one of the only matches where I didn't pick. I was like, I don't know who to pick. I don't know who to pick. I don't really have a lot to say about that match. It was not bad. Fast. Again, all of the matches were fast. I think with the ads, because it is a big event and it is like our Super Bowl, that is how they wanted to make it. So they gave us a bunch of commercials and they weren't bad commercials, but we didn't need that. This is not the Super Bowl or anything like that. And I understand that they want to give us the full sports experience, sports entertainment, whatever. They want to give us the full experience, but those ads and commercials take away from the time of the matches, which is what we want to see. Gunther versus Seth. You hear that? It's nothing because I've already talked about how I felt about him. And y'all can love him all you want to. I don't care. Gunther did beat Seth. Braun Breaker. We got Braun Breaker back, which I don't know how great that is for Seth, but Braun Breaker's spear is something. And y'all know back last year, at the beginning of the year, I wasn't a big Braun Breaker fan, and I was like, he can't wrestle, and he blah, blah. Okay, you got it. Braun Breaker is a force. Braun Breaker is going to be a prop. That spear is something else. And the way that he runs at, I don't even know how fast that is, but I would like to know. Full fucking speed till he spears somebody and then he flips over. That's something. However, I don't like the way that we're doing Seth right now, but I'm hopeful that Seth's comeback is going to be something great. I'm going to predict some shit, but I'm not going to do it right now because we're focused on WrestleMania and I don't want to get too far in the year with PLE. So let's move on. The WWE Women's World Championship, Liv versus Stephanie Valkyrie. Let me tell you something. I don't ever want to see that fucking Liv. I don't want to see that video. And I didn't want to see her perform it at the beginning of her entrance either. I don't want to see that shit. And I know there are some of you that love Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan is getting exactly what she deserves, the recognition that she deserves. But baby, I do not want to see that video. And I don't want to see you perform it ever again. I do not like that song. I don't want that. Y'all can keep that shit. Liv Morgan took the title from Stephanie Valkyrie. Am I happy about it? No. But I do believe that with Stephanie, she's underutilized at the moment. And her having the champion. Again, last week I talked about how the belt makes you stagnant. And I felt like we weren't getting a lot of her. And we will obviously get a lot more of Liv Morgan. We've seen her on Raw. But again, we're not there yet. I'm not a Liv Morgan fan, but I do feel like with everything that she does do and how much that she does wrestle, that she does deserve exactly what she got, which is a title. She won the Royal Rumble. Okay. Do I feel like they need to put Stephanie on TV more? Absolutely. And I think coming up, we're going to have some good shit between Stephanie and Liv still. So I guess we just need to watch out for that. And I want to know what y'all think about that match. I want to know how y'all felt about Stephanie losing the belt. I want to know how y'all felt about Liv. I want to know. So make sure y'all are commenting, sending me messages. I do get a lot of DMs from y'all, and I am I am very appreciative of y'all feedback. And just keep it coming. So then we had the main event, Cody versus Randy. So let me be the first to say that, not even the first, whatever. I love Pat. I love Pat McAfee. As y'all know, last year I was Pat McAfee dad. I love Pat McAfee as a commentator. What in God's name was his position on Saturday and before? That shit was so annoying. It was obnoxious. It's not something that we needed. He did not need to be a part of that match. It made it a little obnoxious. Randy does not need a sidekick. Randy has it together. He does not need a sidekick. Yeah, Pat McAfee was so fucking annoying on Saturday, y'all. And I want to know if y'all felt the same way. I know that y'all didn't like Pat McAfee to begin with, and I did. I love Pat McAfee. However, Saturday, I did not like that shit, and I was super annoyed by his presence. Cody retains, of course, which I knew was going to happen. Randy beats the fuck out of Cody after he loses. Hand claps, I guess. I don't know. Cody's forever getting his ass whooped. Cody gets his ass whooped all the time. So Randy would be what? 15 times if he would have won. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't know how I felt about that match. Pat McAfee blew it for me. Cody's fucking entrance was immaculate. So I will say that. It was good. It was real good. But Pat McAfee blew that fucking match for me. I just, no, please don't ever do that shit again. We do not need that. And it was like, oh, Pat's banned from the WWE. Congratulations to Pat McAfee and his wife on their new baby on the way. He could have just said that and moved on. We didn't need him to be banned from the WWE in this big show because it was annoying. Night two. Night two was a solid night. I'll go back to night one real quick. The matches were fast as hell. I felt like we wasn't there watching it for that long. But night two, Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. That match had to be like 6 minutes. That match was so fucking fast. Oba beats Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar takes off his gloves and his boots and exits the ring as if he's retired. Do y'all believe that that was Brock Lesnar's last match in the WWE? I don't know how much I believe it. Is it time for Brock Lesnar to retire? Brock Lesnar's almost 50 years old, which at this point, I'm definitely like, okay, maybe he's for real. Maybe he's for real, and that's okay. There's a lot of people who feel certain ways and different ways about Brock Lesnar. I'm one of those people. Anyway, we're not going to get into that. But Brock Lesnar retires. Is that what's happening? Do y'all think that maybe he'll face the career killer at some point? I don't know. It seemed to be legit, but sometimes they surprise us. Shout out to Obafemi. He right now is going to be at the top of his game on the main roster. He is killing it. His fan base, the electricity that he brings when he comes out, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. The next thing was the Intercontinental Ladder match. Penta retains. I didn't have a problem with that match. To me, those matches always seem to be very dangerous, in my opinion. John Evans did a wonderful job. They all did good. I don't have any complaints about that. I said that Javon Evans was going to win. He did not, but I also was not that Penta was the winner again. He deserves it too. I think that there's a lot of things coming for Javon Evans, and this just wasn't it. So yeah, Penta retains during the Intercontinental Ladder match. I was definitely entertained as the United States Championship. I don't remember the match. I remember Trick Williams winning, and that's all that I remember. The Sami Zayn part, again, I talked about it last week, really blew me that he even was the champion. He took the belt from Carmelo Hayes. So that is quick because, again, I don't even remember the match. So I don't know. But whoop that tree. Shout out to Trick Williams. He's on his up and up. He's getting ready to, they're blowing. He's blowing it up to We Love Trick. The street fight between Dirty Dom and the Demon Fiend. If I could play, I got a mic in my hand out of the class. I absolutely was so happy to have the Demon Fiend back. I am so happy to have the Demon Fiend back. It's been a long time coming, and I know us fans were like, we want the Demon Finn, we want the Demon Finn, and I wanted Finn fucking out of that group. I did. And we finally got the Demon Finn back versus Dirty Dom, and Demon Finn takes the win. 100% happy about that. I love Finn Balor. However, Dirty Dom had a good entrance. Dom's entrance was good, but Finn's was better. I just was so happy. So happy for the Demon Finn back. Highlight of the night, Bianca Belair and Montez Ford are having a baby. And when she came out in that big blue coat, I was like, she's probably pregnant. Shout out to Bianca Belair. We will not be getting Bianca Belair back for probably a year or two, if that. But shout out to Bianca and Montez Ford. Congratulations. That is big. Congratulations. The WWE Women's Championship. Rhea defeats Jade Cargill. I initially, for my prediction, chose Rhea Ripley. But right before the match, I changed it to Jay. I can't remember my reasoning for that. I think that when Rhea started talking about her eating disorder, I kind of thought, okay, well, maybe Jay would retain to give her a break. Jay did not retain. Rhea Ripley is the WWE Women's Champion. I think that I've heard a few people say that Jade can't wrestle. And she's talked about it on podcasts and stuff as well. Like she can be a technical wrestler, but she doesn't need to be. She doesn't need to be in this moment right now. But there are some people that believe that Jade can't wrestle. And last year, I was not 100% sold on Jade's wrestling abilities. And I still don't know if I am. And I know a lot of y'all are going to get mad because I'm not sugarcoating what the fuck I'm saying. You know, it's cool. She had the belt. She deserved it, but did she deserve to keep it? And let's talk about Rhea too. Why in the world, with so many other people around, do we keep giving these opportunities to Rhea? I know they were saying backstage she was the motherfucking Hogan. Hollywood Hogan of the locker room. Hulk Hogan of the locker room, and these opportunities are coming because she's maybe pouting or something, but whatever. This match, it was cool. I love Rhea Ripley. I like Jade. So, shout out to Rhea Ripley. Shout out to Jade. I hope Jade gets more opportunity. I definitely see that coming. As we ended WrestleMania with the World Heavyweight Championship. Shout out to CM Punk. CM Punk worked hard as fuck during that match. And he was getting at times, they was both getting their ass whipped. Shout out to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns defeats CM Punk. CM Punk does not retain like I thought he was going to. I am 100%, again, I use 100% a lot, a Roman Reigns fan. I am. I stand for Roman since the beginning of time. But my choice for this match was CM Punk. CM Punk did not retain like I thought he would. Roman Reigns is now the new World Heavyweight Champion. Roman told us that he is going to see us all summer. He's going to be full time. Did y'all hear what he said? So that's it. We'll probably see Roman Reigns every week, maybe for the summer, and then his ass will be gone by Money in the Bank, back to part time. That match was really good. Obviously, it was probably the longest match of both days. It was a really good match. I would have been okay with either one of them taking it. There are some people that I'm just a fan of both. I heard somebody say, and I seen a girl say, I don't know her name. I wish I knew her name so I could give her credit. She was saying that the IWC is wishy-washy. They're also hypocrites. They're also two-faced. They jump around a lot, which is 100% true because I want to see CM Punk to win, but I love Roman Reigns. So after Roman Reigns won, I posted Roman Reigns. We do jump around a lot. And that's just due to the love of the talent. Sometimes it's hard for me to come on here and give my predictions. And sometimes it's hard for me to get on here and really talk because I do love a lot of the talent that goes against each other every week and at these PLEs. I do want to say, like I said last week, shout out to the Black male talent. We've had the Black women talent a lot more than we've had the Black men talent. Shout out to Trick Williams, Femi, Devon Evans, Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins. And let's talk about SmackDown's Andre the Giant Battle Royale winner was Royce fucking Keys. Did I expect that? No. But I believe that Royce Keys has it. They just have to give him a chance to show it. I went to Raw a couple months ago or last month. I can't remember all the dates smushed together. And Royce Keys had a dark match. And I also seen a lot of people on threads talking about, where's Royce Keys? We haven't seen Royce Keys. And I'm like, well, I seen him at a dark match on Raw, but shout out to Royce Keys. He is the Andre the Giant Battle Royale winner. Let's hope that he gets more opportunity than last year's Battle Royale winner was also a Black man. I believe last year it was Carmelo Hayes. Shout out to Carmelo Hayes, man. I'm just so disappointed. But hopefully it'll get better. You see, guys, I'm very optimistic about what's going to happen. I know that we are really in a battle right now with the creative because it's not doing what we want and it's not giving us the pow that we need. But maybe we'll get there. Maybe we won't. A lot of people do not fuck with the ESPN deal. So I know a lot of y'all maybe didn't even see wrestling. Am I shitty about ESPN? Yes and no. I think it takes away from what we would say was the authenticity of the WWE. People don't like that they're reporting like it's a real sport. However, it is a real sport. It is sports entertainment for those who don't know and don't understand. Just because the matches are predetermined does not take away from the athletic abilities of these people. So understand that it is sports, but it's sports entertainment. So I think a lot of people lack understanding of sports entertainment. These people are still working hard. It's still their job. They're still getting paid. They still put their bodies on the line week after week after week. But I think TKO, ESPN, WWE, I really want the WWE network back. I don't care if they made it 20.99, but the WWE network was the best thing smoking. Shout out to the WWE network, or put it back on Peacock. I just think that this is a lot of extra hoops you have to jump through to see some shit that we at one point didn't have to do all of this for. Yeah, it's cool to see Roman Reigns on First Take. I think that's what sometimes I think Roman Reigns on First Take or Seth Rollins on First Take, and it makes it seem real to some people. But then, like I said, I feel like they lost the authenticity with the ESPN deal. I also think they lost the authenticity with Unreal. I kind of I watched the first season of Unreal. The second season I refused to watch because I just didn't feel like it was necessary. I feel like right now they're in a deep dive money grab. Next year, Wrestlemania is from Saudi Arabia. Well, I won't be going into that, but a lot of us don't be into that. I'm not really sure how that's going to work. I'm not really excited about that. Yeah. I'm not excited about that at all. It just, yeah, that's all. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna put too much of my deep feelings into the fact that WrestleMania 43 is in Saudi Arabia. They chose it. They're doing it. Okay. Monday Night Raw was a little all over the place for me. It seemed weird. Raw started off with Obafemi, definitely letting us know that he was a ruler and he has arrived. Loved it. Those people, like I said at the beginning of the podcast, those people love Obafemi. We love Obafemi. The amount of noise and chants is definitely electric. That's enough of Rhea and Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors. That is an every week thing. I don't want that anymore. We don't need that anymore. It's time to dead that. Ethan Page versus Javon Evans, who I guess I think that they were introducing Ethan Page to the main roster. Who, whatever. I don't know about Rusev. I think that after he came back, Rusev doesn't do it for me like he did before. But I just want to know right now where they're going with Rusev. Rusev did intervene with the match between Ethan Page and Javon Evans, and I want to know what y'all feel about that. Do you think that they are trying to keep Rusev's relevancy? What do y'all feel about it? Liv Morgan beating Sol Ruka. In reality, that's bullshit. Sol Ruka's athletic abilities are 10 times better than Liv Morgan. But Sol Ruka should be on the main roster soon. She had a match the next day on NXT, so I'm not really sure if they're just keeping her kind of in the middle right now, but Sol Ruka is amazing. Again, I love the athletic abilities of some of this talent, and Liv Morgan, she's cool, but Sol Ruka's athletic ability will always be her for me. Seth Rollins loves a chair. Bro loves him a chair. But I don't like the fact that, we're at the point where they're jumping my mains. Now, I'm wishy-washy. Didn't fuck with the vision when Seth Rollins was in it. I did not like it. I didn't like Seth Rollins the year before, but I'm wishy-washy. Like I just said, right now I'm a Seth Rollins fan, and I became I'm for Seth. I'm for Seth. Street Profits return to come to Seth Rollins' aid. I'm glad they returned. They both have babies on the way. They need to be getting paid. But I'm glad that the Street Profits returned because I was getting kind of worried. I was like, where the fuck did the Street Profits go? I think that I'm ready to talk about Roman Reigns. Like, yes. Roman and the Usos. Do y'all think that this is a bloodline return or a bloodline turn? Do y'all think that the Usos are going to turn on Roman real fast, or do y'all believe that this is a bloodline link up? Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns is crazy to me because I feel like Jacob Fatu will demolish Roman Reigns. Now, again, I love Roman Reigns. I'm going to tell y'all this every fucking week. Roman Reigns versus the Samoan Werewolf. I don't know. Do y'all think that this is a bloodline return? Do you think Jacob is going to fall in line and behind Roman? Like, what are y'all thinking about this? I was laying down when I was watching Raw, and I was like, what the fuck? When I seen Jacob come out, I'm not really sure what's going on. I don't know if Jey Uso broke character at a point, but he was in the background smiling. I don't know. Is this another solo type of ordeal? I don't know. But with that being said, That ended Monday Night Raw. I want to know what y'all thought about the entire weekend from SmackDown to night one of WrestleMania to night two of WrestleMania to Raw, all of those things, all of the things. Please remember to comment, like, share, add me. Let's talk storyline. Freckleface feed, no, Freckleface underscore feed. Please give me y'all reviews. Please DM and talk to me. I will talk back sometimes. And sometimes I can't get to all of y'all feeds. And sometimes it takes days for me to respond. Just give me a minute. I do want to start reading some of y'all comments and reviews because they are very encouraging. All right. So this is from, I don't know how to pronounce this person's name, but it looks like his name is Brian. I thought you killed the episode. Very heelish. I think that you have really good takes, really good job of catching us up on your takes for the last 6 months. I look forward to future episodes so you can deep dive stuff. Without question, you have a space in the podcast game, and I am excited to see your growth. Thank you so much, Brandon. I appreciate you. I do not know how to pronounce your name that you have. I guess that would that be called a screen name still? I don't know how to pronounce that, but thank you so much. I want y'all to understand how much it means to me to hear y'all reviews and y'all inboxes and DMs telling me how proud you are of me and things like that. Most of you guys are strangers, and to hear those things from strangers is definitely heartwarming, and I love it so much. I love y'all. I will talk to y'all next week. Have a good weekend. Bye.